Hey, I'm Kit Kat. Thank you for coming back. It means so much to me. Let's get into it. Today I decided that I was going to draw the Ghost of Christmas Present because I recently watched A Christmas Carol and thought, why not? As we all know, the Ghost of Christmas Present is the first ghost that shows up to Scrooge and is a jolly old fella that has the two children under him. But my portrayal is going to be a girl. Just a young girl, because, nowadays there's all young people running around that are angry and shit. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making this jolly, happy girl that's just like, yo, what's up? This is what's gonna happen to you. You're probably gonna die. You're probably gonna go insane, but it is what it is. Sup. Let's do this already. Just wanting to get everything over with, because she's got other people to deal with. And she's not just here for you. She doesn't normally have business to attend to because she is there all the time. It's always happening with her. Stuff is always happening. Stuff is always going on because it's the present. What's going to happen? No one knows. Which is why I made her that character that no one knows. No one knows what's going to go down. No one knows what's going to happen because no one can predict what's happening now. And no one can predict the future, which will be the next ghost that I draw. I just really wanted her to have a nice expression on her face because she is going to ruin your night. If she's there, you're a mean person that needs to shut the fuck up and needs to listen to her. She knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what's going to happen to you, and she is on top of it. She does not give a fuck. Whatever happens to you happens. She's not there to make sure that it all goes good. She's there to make sure it all happens. She's there to make sure that you get reformed in maybe the nicest way possible because she is a nice ghost, but also not as you expect it to go. Now let's get into the character design. I attempted to keep the color scheme the same with the green, white, red, and the tan for the skin and the hair. And I did pretty good with that. The only difference that I made is that it's just a more modern aspect of the outfit, and it's not a robe. An ugly sweater, if you would, because that's what the modern Christmas is. Now it's always just ugly sweaters and a Christmas hat. That's the most that anyone will dress up for Christmas now. Or some people will just wear their pajamas. I wanted this character to wear her pajamas, but I didn't know what pajamas she'd want to wear, so I chose an ugly sweater with a pattern on the pants with green shoes. I changed a lot of this character. I made it a girl. I made the hair straight instead of the curl. It's not a robe, it's an ugly sweater. She's actually wearing some kind of pants, shoes, and not holding the cup that the Ghost of Christmas present usually holds. Because I forgot about all that. I actually forgot about the two children that are under his robe, which is why I decided to change it. I forgot because, I said I watched the movie, but really I just skipped the first half and watched The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come and that scene because it's my favorite part of the movie. This character wasn't that hard for me to draw. I did the best I could. I did what I wanted to. I stuck to the original as much as I remembered. And the Ghost of Christmas Present can be anyone you want. And I just had fun with this drawing. This drawing was probably one of my favorites. Not because it took a while or because it didn't take that long, but because it's from A Christmas Carol, which is one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite Christmas movies. My favorite movie is Focus with Will Smith. Green did make a comeback in the design with the shoes because I wanted some kind of matching with the design on this ugly sweater. I know I didn't completely stay true to the original design, and I'm sorry about that, but I did the best I could with the limited time that I have, because usually I only spend a day on each video. Well, I could actually be making a video a day if I had some quiet spot to do the recording, which I usually don't, which is why I do it on my parents' days that they work. So I schedule it all around that, and I do my best. The best thing about this video is that it actually took me a lot longer than the first one I posted. With the first one I posted, I said that I procrastinated for a week. I think it was actually 2 weeks, but I'm not sure. Go watch that, by the way. Shameless plug to my other videos. Go watch those, where I talk about why I started my YouTube channel and why I like to draw and all of that. I just like to draw. That's just my thing. I could be doing a video. I could be posting a video every day. I just don't have a quiet place to talk for a minute. Like, the most I'll spend on a video before abandoning it is 3 weeks. And it's usually only 3 weeks because that's when I can remember what I'm going to say for the video. I can usually write it down, but I don't follow a script, so that's kind of hard for me. I'm not really good at commentary, which for my next video, I'm just gonna get rid of and have you guys watching the speed draw or something so you're not bored, if that makes sense. But it's also my favorite because I took time to draw the pattern on the legs individually. Okay, so the time lapse was obviously edited, which the original time lapse was 20 minutes, meaning I either took too short on this, and the program that I used to usually do the time lapse gave me 20 minutes, or I was working on it for too long, and instead of making it a giant blurry mess, they edited it down to 20 minutes. So I had to edit that, and now we have a 9-minute video, which I'm only going to be talking for 7 minutes of, because I suck at commentary and most of my video is just ums and buts. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the time lapse.